Hello traders, this is a market review on currencies, metals and stock. This is to help us understand how market has performed in the past week and how we plan to position ourselves to make some profit from the next potential opportunities that will come up in this market. So I'll make this analysis on gold, which is metals, also on currencies, stocks, and then in Bitcoin, which is one of the crypto assets that we trade in our community. So here we have gold in the H4 time frame. So when we take a look at the market structure from the H4 time frame on gold, all we can see is that price, after finding a support at this low, it has been pushing to the upside. Okay, so price has been pushing to the upside from the H4 time frame. So we have a resistance at this area here. We have a resistance at this area here, and price is still maintaining its momentum to the upside after it found a low at this level. So our review on XAUUSD is bullish. Okay, so in the coming week, we are likely going to see a situation where price will break above this mini resistance here to trade higher. Okay, so from H4 perspective on gold, we are bullish. Also, if we take a look at one higher time frame or at the daily, we can also see that here price is pushing high. We can also see that there is a mini support at this level. So if we zoom in here, we can see that price is reacting to the upside from that price level of $3,360 level. So we are bullish on gold for this coming week. Lastly, if we measure the average of price movement so far on gold, we can also understand that putting our 200 EMA on this market, we can see that price already broke above the 200 EMA. So that shows that bullish strength is still very much active on gold. So the next thing we are to look into is US 100. So here in US 100, what we can see from the H4 time frame here is that US 100, after making this pullback from this resistant level, we can see that price has quickly reversed to the upside, and right now price just approached the resistant level, which in this coming week I actually anticipate price to break above that resistant level, and if that happens, by then the previous resistance will now turn support, and then more bullish price action will develop. Also, if we put our 200 EMA, we can see that it is strongly inclined to the upside. We can also see that price tested it and it is moving to the upside. So price is strongly bullish on US 100. Now the next pair that we are going to look into is EURUSD. Here in EURUSD, firstly, what we can notice is that in the last week, price broke above this key level here. I call this level a key level because it has previously served as a turning point or a support level. Price broke it to the downside. It served as a resistance point here, and it successfully got broken to the upside. Okay, so the key level is already broken, and we see that price is pushing to the upside. So this is a reversal. This is a reversal. So if we also take our eyes back to historic chart, we can see that price has been pushing to the upside. We can see series of higher lows and higher highs. So this is a sign that market is pushing to the upside. So EURUSD is bullish, and in coming days we also anticipate more bullish price action to develop away from the key level. The next pair we want to look into is USDJPY. Looking at the USDJPY, all we can see is that price recently made this high here So we are yet to ascertain if that high is a lower high, because if we take our eyes back to the historic chart, we can see that the overflow or the flow of this market in USDJPY has been to the downside. So that may likely be a lower high formation. We can see previously that level price reacted and all this move to the downside was created. So right now price is testing that level. So we are yet to ascertain if that is a lower high that could lead to further bearish move. But in the meantime, what we can see is that price made a new high, and after that we started seeing a sideways movement or a consolidation around here just before the market closed. So what we anticipate in the coming days is a further bearish move or a further decline. But before then, we need to see that yes, price successfully drop lower than this level here. So if we see a break below the 145.955, then we are going to see a further decline in price. But if we don't see that happen, then that means there is also a possibility that price will trade back to this pullback high. So what we are seeing from the USDJPY pair at the moment is that price just traded a high. Okay, so that high where the price is currently reacting might likely be a pullback resistance. So further price action is required to ascertain the next directional move in USDJPY. So we have this support at this level and we already have a resistance here. So next week, if we see a break below the support level, we are selling USDJPY. The next pair we have in line is USDCHF. Now when we look at the USDCHF right here, when we look at USDCHF, we can see that USDCHF recently found a bottom here. That means we recently had price form a double bottom and also successfully broke to the neckline and is currently retesting it. So we have a reversal pattern clearly sitting at this level here. This is a double bottom and price is currently retesting the neckline. So from here, more bullish price action is envisaged in USDCHF. Also, if we measure the average movement in our 200 EMA from the H4 time frame, we can see that price has already broken above the 200 EMA, and if price maintains its momentum above the 200 EMA, then more bullish price action is envisaged. So that is the analysis in USDCHF. Also, we can see that the flow of the market has been to the downside. So with the formation of this double bottom right here, it is signaling more of bullish strength. So this is a reversal. More bullish price action is envisaged in USDCHF. So the next pair we want to look into is USDCAD. So here in USDCAD H4 time frame, same thing is what we envisage. We are seeing a triple bottom, a reversal pattern around this level. We also see how the market successfully pushed to the upside, and right now it is retesting the neckline. So as it is retesting the neckline here, we will anticipate more bullish price action to develop away from that level. So we are seeing a reversal in USDCAD, and that will signal more bullish, or that is signaling more bullish strength. Also, if we measure the 200 EMA, we can see that price is now above the 200 EMA, and that is a sign that we are going to anticipate more buy opportunities in coming week. The next pair we want to look into here is GBPUSD. Now, GBPUSD, as we all know, has been pushing to the downside. From the H4 perspective. We see this first impulse move to the downside, and we also see this second impulse move to the downside before price successfully found this low. And then if we take our eyes further, we can see that GBPUSD has previously been in an uptrend or in upward direction. So what recently formed in GBPUSD is a higher low. So here is a higher low. Also, we can see that higher low has previously served as a pullback support in the past, and right now it is also serving as a pullback support. So this might likely be a reversal, but we are yet to understand the nature of price, because we previously had something moving up here. That is, we previously had the direction to the upside, and right now we are seeing some form of decline. We see the first impulse move to the downside, we see the second impulse move to the downside, and we have this rebound. So we are yet to ascertain if GBPUSD is changing direction or it is just making a pullback for more bullish price action to develop. So what we are having in GBPUSD in recent time is a price that is currently pushing up, but as it is pushing up, we have this level here as a key level. So if price remain above this key level here, we can be buying. Putting our 200 EMA, we see that price is currently reacting at the 200 EMA. So we have not seen price break above the 200 EMA. So that is a sign that we need to wait for further price action to determine the direction of GBPUSD. So we are likely going to see price fall back to this key level before more bullish price action will continue, if what we just had from here is a higher low. If what the price did here was to form a higher low, then a retest to this key level will ascertain the strength of buyers. But in a situation where price fall below the key level here, then retesting the key level and also falling back to this previous higher low, if it breaks through, if it breaks below it, then that simply means that GBPUSD has completely reversed. Okay, so in GBPUSD we really don't have anything interesting at the moment, but we have a key level here which we would like to watch and see if price is going to maintain the strength above that key level. So the next pair we have in line here is AUDCAD. So let me just analyze this AUDCAD since we have it in our watch list. So here in AUDCAD, what we can see is that price is moving in a sideways market condition. You see here serving as a support level, and then here serving as a resistance level. So price has just been moving in sideways direction. But if we take a look further, we can see that the flow of the market is actually to the upside. Also, putting our 200 EMA, we can see that it is lying flat, which is the horizontal range that I identified. Price is lying flat at that moment, at that level. So we need to see a break above the range to ascertain more bullish price action development in AUDCAD. So the last one I want to look into is BTCUSD. So let's open BTCUSD and see how the market is moving. So here in BTCUSD, all we can see is that recently we've not had any new high. Price is just printing lower highs. Okay, and also we have a lower low here. So on a short term, price has been moving in a downward direction. However, we can also see that price rebounded around the $112 level. So we don't really know if this is a higher low, because the overall trend of the market in BTCUSD remains bullish. If we take our eyes further to the historic chart, we can see series of higher lows here. This is a higher low previously formed. This is also a higher low, and this is the recent one that the market just formed now. So the overall trend of the BTCUSD remains bullish, but we are yet to ascertain if a new high would be formed in nearest time after we see this higher low being formed. So we have a key level in BTCUSD to be at this level or at this price zone here. This is going to be our key level in BTCUSD. So once we are able to see a break above that level, so if the momentum keeps kicking in and we are able to break above the $120 level, then that would be a sign that more bullish price action would be seen on BTCUSD. So on a short term, price is still making a pullback. If we put our 200 EMA, we can see that recently it broke above the 200 EMA, but if it maintains its bullish momentum to around $120K level, then that is a sign that the buy momentum is back. Okay, so in BTCUSD, the levels where we are to watch out for is firstly this area of $120K level, which has multiple time price has reacted at that level. So a break above that level, that previous pullback resistance will now turn to support, and from here we will now anticipate more bullish price action. So that is the market review for the week, and in the coming days of the week I can be updating the price and be providing trade opportunities